Hello
Morning.
yeah good morning ចានេះគឺ Teacher គីមយ៉ាន live ផ្ទាល់ពីប្រទេសកាណាដាបើបងប្អូនស្គាល់ Teacher គីមយ៉ានកុំភ្លេចសួស្ដីយ៉ាងថ្ងៃហ្នឹងគឺយើង so excited ថាយើងរំភើបមែនតើគឺបានរៀនពីបងប្រុសមួយនេះដែលជាមេហើយគឺជាបងប្រុសគឺជាឪពុកដែលគាត់ជោគជ័យនៅក្នុង business network marketing ហើយគាត់មកចែកនិយាយឲ្យបងប្អូនចា Okay Mr. Dean could you introduce yourself please Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for inviting. I'm in Virginia now, and my name is Dean Nguyen. I'm heading to 65 years old. I came to this country in 1978, which is about 44 years ago. So
Yeah.
I have a family with 4 kids and 5 grandchildren. I'm from Vietnam originally. I'm very glad to have a chance to share with you whatever is my journey. Of course, when I came to this country, I'm looking for the freedom. And I can tell you now at age 65, I have the freedom that I can do whatever I want to do. I can stay or can go anywhere. So I'm very glad to share my own story today with the Cambodian community around the world.
I should have a question for you, right?
Okay, Kim Yan.
I think everyone over here listen to us. We want a success. Success for each person is different mean. For
Yeah.
me, maybe anything else, but for you, the main success mean in your life is what your success.
You know, when we was young, of course, we all thinking about money, money, right? But when you get the money, usually you ask a lot of people if you have friends who already have money. Then you ask them what they don't like about what they have. They will tell you that maybe the time, because most of the people who, especially if they own the business, for instance, they own the restaurant or they own the nail salon, they will complain with you that they need to have more time. But if you ask people around my age, what is the most important, they will tell you that health is the number one concern.
Yeah.
So, different, of course, just like Kim Yan say, different person have different definition of success or wealth. So the most beautiful thing is we have all of them. Because imagine that the people who, when we was young, when we came to this country, just like maybe some of your situation, they say, we have a lot of time, but we don't have money, right? We don't have money. When we first came to this country, we don't have money, but we have plenty of time. And then after that, we went to school, get an education, and then we get a job. And of course, now we have a little money, not much, but a little money, but we don't have time. And then we got into 50s and then 60s. Then now we have time, we have money, but we don't have health. Especially we don't have the youth anymore, of course, right? We're getting older and older. So I think that if possible, I share with you the lifestyle number 5. For instance, first, number 1 is don't have money but have time. Second is we have money but we don't have time. And the third thing is we have money, we have time, but we don't have health.
Yeah.
And the last thing is if we have money, we have time, and then we have health, but now we're getting old. We don't want to go anywhere. For instance, we say, hey, let's fly to Cambodia. And the first question people ask me is, how long is the flight from the US to Cambodia? And it's about 24 hours, right? But when you mention 24 hours, people say, no, I don't want to, because I cannot stay in the airplane that long. And then, for instance, if you stop by their houses in the evening about 7 or 8 o'clock, and you ask them to go out for dinner or for coffee, they will say no, because this is the time that we want to stay home. Old people, even they have money, they have time, they have health, they don't want to do anything because the youth is not there anymore. So so I want to introduce you today the type 5. They have all 4: have money, have time, have health, and have the youthfulness. That is the decision. I think my definition of success is we have all of them.
សងសួរថាជោគជ័យសម្រាប់គាត់តើមានន័យដូចម្ដេចចាហើយគាត់ថាជោគជ័យរបស់គាត់គឺត្រូវតែមានគ្រប់បែបយ៉ាងចាមានគ្រប់បែបយ៉ាងតាំងពីសុខភាពតាំងពីលុយកាក់តាំងពីពេលវេលាតាំងពីការជួយគេមាន5យ៉ាងចាមាន5យ៉ាងគឺវាលេខ1ឯងប៉ុន្តែបើយើងអត់មានសុខភាពក៏យើងទៅមិនរួចអញ្ចឹងគឺជោគជ័យបើអ្នកក្រទៅគាត់ថាបើសិនជាខ្ញុំមានលុយគឺខ្ញុំជោគជ័យហើយបើសិនជាយើងនិយាយចំពោះអ្នកដែលគាត់មាន business មានគាត់នៅខ្វះទៀតគឺគាត់ខ្វះពេលវេលាចាដូចជាអ្នកបើកហាងបើកអីចឹងបើគាត់លក់នៅក្នុងប្រទេសគាត់ថាខ្ញុំមានលុយតែខ្ញុំអត់ពេលវេលាចាខ្ញុំអត់ពេលវេលាហើយចំណែកគាត់គឺជោគជ័យគឺត្រូវតែមានលុយមានពេលវេលាមានសុខភាពមានទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងមានការអាចជួយអ្នកដទៃបានចា
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Dean. Today I'm so happy.
Good morning.
Thank you for your time. My name is Raisa and I'm from Cambodia. Yeah,
Okay,
today
wow.
I have a question for you. Like
Okay.
A lot of people in Cambodia they not believe on the social marketing or network marketing online. And for me, I just want to know how can I help them to understand about marketing online that we can believe we can successful on that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think that what make you believe until you will not believe until you start doing it. Of course, at this day, a lot of people still don't believe or don't know how to use a smartphone. There are still people still use the old phone, right? The old phone, especially in Southeast Asia. I think Vietnam is the same. I still see some people in the countryside, they still use the big phone to carry the big phone because they don't believe in the smartphone. Always like that. So when you're doing something that people don't know or they never used before, they don't believe it. So I think that now we live in the fast-changing world. The world is changing real fast. And of course, nowadays, for instance, if we told you that you from Cambodia, I'm from the U.S., and then Kim Yang is from Canada, one day we can see each other on the screen like this. If we told you about 10 years ago, you said, no, you crazy, right? We don't believe that. But can you imagine that now we can see each other instantly, and we can talk, we can share at the same time, and it's free though, right? It doesn't cost you anything. So the world is changing. I mean that we have to change somehow.
អរគុណ Mr. Dean ដែលបានចូលរួមជាវាគ្មិនកិត្តិយសថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំពិតជាមានចិត្តរំភើបរីករាយមែនទែនដែលមានឱកាសបានស្ដាប់ការចែករំលែកបទពិសោធន៍របស់គាត់ដែលបានជោគជ័យជាមួយនឹងវិស័យក្រុមហ៊ុន New Skin New Global ហើយពិតប្រាកដណាស់បើសិនជាយើងចង់ឲ្យគ្រប់គ្នាបានស្គាល់និងភ្លក់រសជាតិនៅបច្ចេកវិទ្យាថ្មីសម័យកាលនេះគេរកស៊ីនៅតាមលើអាកាសហើយដូចគាត់ចែកម្លែកពីមុនមកអញ្ចឹងគ្រប់គ្នាមួយចំនួនពិតជាមិនពិបាកជឿពិបាកទទួលយកហើយក៏មានអ្នកខ្លះដូចគាត់ឧទាហរណ៍ពី smartphone អញ្ចឹងគឺអ្នកខ្លះគឺអត់ទាន់ចេះប្រើ smartphone នៅឡើយទេគេនៅប្រើទូរស័ព្ទស៊េរីមុនចាស់ពីមុនណាដោយសារតែគេទី1ពិបាកប្រើអត់ចេះប្រើទី2គឺអត់ជឿលើទូរស័ព្ទ smartphone ហ្នឹងតែម្ដងចា
Have a question from the audience, sir.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
We have a question he want success but no money and no nothing to invest. How can they invest? Yeah.
Okay, you know, nowadays there's some of the businesses that you don't need to have money, especially today. Probably, I want to take this opportunity to share with you. Let me ask you this: have you ever went to the restaurant and eat the food, and then you really enjoy it, and then you go home, you share to other, especially ladies. If you buy the dress, nice, right, and cheap from a store, and then you come home and you're really happy, you share to your sister. And then your sister come to the same store and bought something. Have you ever done that before? Of course, right? A lot of us, we're doing it again. But the question is, have the owner have ever paid you something? Because the best way to advertise these days.
ពេលដែលយើងចែកម្លែកទៅបងយើងឬបងប្រុសយើងឬក៏បងស្រីយើងឬក៏មិត្តភ័ក្តិយើងតើម្ចាស់ហាងហ្នឹងបានបងលុយឲ្យយើងអត់ចាបានបងលុយឲ្យយើងអត់បានផេឲ្យយើងអត់បានឲ្យប្រាក់ខែយើងអត់ចា
Any type of businesses, usually they pay about 40% of their revenue to advertising on newspaper or television. 40%. But now, instead of they pay to newspaper and television, for instance, CNN, now they use that money and pay you if you introduce new friends who use the product. And I think that we are doing it for years, right, without pay. Now there's a company who pay you 40%. Of course, we will not say no, right? I mean, that's very normal. And for the one that concerned about money, you buy toothpaste, you brush your teeth, you wash your face anyway. Now you just change the brand from Colgate, whatever. You use a product from the company, and the company will pay you 40%. Or if you introduce others to use the same product, you just send the link. You don't have to sell them anything. If they ask you what makes you look beautiful, you just send them a link. They buy the product, and the company will pay you money. Why not, right? That's what we do every day.
Yeah, that's great. ចាខ្ញុំចង់ពន្យល់នឹងបកស្រាយពីអ្វីដែលលោកទៀនគាត់បានបកស្រាយនឹងហើយសម្រាប់បងប្រុសដែលឬក៏បងស្រីដែលបានមានសំណួរសួរតាក់ទងនឹងបញ្ហាដែលខ្លួនអត់មានលុយអត់មានដើមទុនអត់មានលុយដាក់ប្រចាំដើម្បីតើបានដើមទុនពីណាដើម្បីធ្វើការរកស៊ីពិតប្រាកដណាស់គឺខ្លួនយើងនេះគឺជាដើមទុនមុនដំបូងគេហើយមួយទៀតដែរគឺតាក់ទងទៅនឹងនេះគឺជាឱកាសដែលថ្ងៃនេះ No Skin No Global មានឱកាសចែកចាយនៅព័ត៌មាននិងដំណឹងល្អតាក់ទងទៅនឹងផលិតផលដែលយើងប្រើប្រាស់ដូចគាត់ឧទាហរណ៍អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាមិត្តភក្តិបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាបានទៅចូលរួមញ៉ាំនៅអាហារនៅអាហារណាមួយឆ្ងាញ់ល្អដែលចូលចិត្តបំផុតឬក៏ទៅហាងណាមួយទិញអីវ៉ាន់ដែលយើងចូលចិត្តបំផុតតើយើងមានអារម្មណ៍បែបម៉េចដែរយើងបិទមាត់យើងចិត្តឈឹងអត់និយាយប្រាប់គេឬក៏យើងចង់ប្រាប់អ្នកដទៃផ្សេងទៀតពីកន្លែងដែលយើងទៅញ៉ាំហ្នឹងឆ្ងាញ់ល្អបើមានសេវាល្អមានគុណភាពល្អហើយម្យ៉ាងវិញទៀតផលិតផលរបស់ដែលយើងប្រើជាប្រចាំថ្ងៃមានថ្នាំដុសធ្មេញយើងមានការដោះលាងមុខសម្អាតជាប្រចាំប៉ុន្តែពីមុនមកគឺយើងប្រើផលិតផលផ្សេងជាប្រចាំមែនទេមានណាគេដែលអត់ប្រើគឺយើងប្រើក៏ប៉ុន្តែគ្រាន់តែផ្លាស់ប្ដូរបន្តិចដែលយើងត្រឡប់មកប្រើផលិតផលមួយក្រុមហ៊ុន No Skin យើងមានការចំណេញជាធម្មតានៅការផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុននីមួយៗគេដែលឲ្យថ្លៃសេវាយើងការផ្សព្វផ្សាយឲ្យអត់ទេទៅបើយើងប្រាប់គេថាហាងនៅឆ្កែល្អប៉ុណ្ណាក៏គេឲ្យយើងដែរប៉ុន្តែជាឱកាសល្អនៅក្រុមហ៊ុន No Skin គឺគេឲ្យចំណេញដល់យើងអ្នកប្រើហ្នឹងគឺ 40% ពីព្រោះយើងគ្រាន់តែត្រូវការប្រើផលិតផលដូចពីមុនធម្មតាក៏ប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើផលិតផល No Skin យើងមានទាំងប្រសិទ្ធភាពខ្ពស់មានទាំងសុវត្ថិភាពខ្ពស់មានទាំងសុខភាពល្អហើយយើងស្អាតហើយយើងបានចំណេញប្រាក់ 40% នៃប្រាក់ដែលក្រុមហ៊ុនឲ្យមកយើងថែមទៀតហើយបន្ទាប់ពីហ្នឹងបើសិនជាយើងផ្សព្វផ្សាយដល់មិត្តភ័ក្តិដទៃផ្សេងទៀតមានឱកាសប្រើផលិតផលល្អដូចយើងដែរគឺក្រុមហ៊ុនឲ្យមកយើង 40% គឺ 40% ដើម្បីជាចំណូលរបស់យើងបន្ថែមក្រៅពីយើងដែលធ្វើការផ្សេងគឺយើងមានចំណូលបន្ថែមតែម្ដងចានេះគឺជាឱកាសល្អបំផុត Thank you
Okay. And I think that is a lot of people, they don't understand about the nature of network marketing. Network marketing, it came from that idea. Instead of we pay advertising, you know, nowadays we buy something, we base on the review, right? Review, not listen to, not watching the newspaper. I will not buy anything from watching the television, no. But I just look at the review, or I listen to my friend. If I go to Cambodia, I know nothing. I just ask Sri Sor if any good restaurant, and Sri say this is the good restaurant. I will go there without question. I just go there and eat because I trust my friend, though, right? And I believe that you already ate in that restaurant. I mean, that's very normal. If we can say that network marketing is a smart, very smart business model. Anybody who listen to this broadcast, and if you own the business, if you want to have a lot of customer, very simple. You pay for the person who bring more customer. Don't pay to advertiser.
ចាយើងឃើញថាបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះគឺការផ្សព្វផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មទៅលើបណ្ដាញទូរទស្សន៍ឬក៏តាមរយៈវិទ្យុឬក៏ផ្សេងការគឺចំណាយលុយច្រើនក៏ប៉ុន្តែលទ្ធផលគឺមិនបានដូចពីមុនទៀតទេដោយសារតែមនុស្សសម័យថ្មីនេះគឺគេជឿជាក់លើផលិតផលឬកន្លែងណាមួយដែលគេចង់ទៅញ៉ាំឬក៏ចង់ធ្វើអីហ្នឹងគឺគេជឿលើបបោមាត់របស់មិត្តភ័ក្តិគេដែលគេបានណែនាំឧទាហរណ៍ថាលោកដេនគាត់ចង់ទៅលេងស្រុកខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាគាត់ចង់ទៅរកភោជនីយដ្ឋានណាមួយដែលមានអាហារឆ្ងាញ់ល្អមានសុវត្ថិភាពទាំងគុណភាពនោះហើយតម្លៃល្អទៀតនោះគឺគាត់នឹងសួរណែនាំទៅស្រីសហើយស្រីសមិនដែលប្រាប់គាត់ថាកន្លែងណាដែលអត់ទេមែនទេគាត់នឹងណែនាំទៅកន្លែងដែលល្អអញ្ចឹង Mr. Din ទុកចិត្តក្នុងការដែលទៅញ៉ាំជ្រើសរើសនៅភោជនីយដ្ឋានណាមួយដែលស្រីសបានណែនាំពីព្រោះស្រីសបានធ្លាប់ញ៉ាំរួចហើយស្រីសធ្លាប់ភ្លក់រួចហើយស្រីសដឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងលោកដេនមានការជឿទុកចិត្តហើយម្យ៉ាងវិញទៀតតកតងទៅនឹងការធ្វើមុខជំនួញសម័យនេះគឺសម័យគេហៅ network marketing ជាការងាររកស៊ីដោយប្រព័ន្ធមិនមែនគ្រាន់តែពីមនុស្សទៅមនុស្សប៉ុន្តែពីអាកាសទៅអាកាសហើយឆ្លងពីប្រទេសមួយទៅប្រទេសមួយហើយយើងឃើញថាបច្ចុប្បន្នក្រុមហ៊ុន New Skin គឺយើងមាន55ប្រទេសហើយជាសុបិននិងជាការបំរុងប្រាថ្នាគឺយើងចង់មាន New Skin នៅស្រុកខ្មែរដូចគ្នាដែរចា Thank you
Yeah, especially with some of the product that if you put on the shelf, nobody knows it. But friend tell friend, and friend tell friends. They trust friends, so they they show how to use the product. It's a lot easier. Imagine that we have the one of the best product. It's just like the Lumi Spa. If you put the Lumi Spa on the shelf at the supermarket or the department store, nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. But if you use it and then you share to friends, the friend will listen and trust friend, and we trust each other, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we buy some product from other because we trust that person. So network marketing, they have another nickname called relationship marketing.
Yeah. ចាហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងឃើញថា network marketing គឺជាវិធីបាយនៃការរកស៊ីមួយដែលគេឲ្យឈ្មោះភាសាកាត់ហៅក្រៅថា relationship marketing អញ្ចឹងវាថាគឺជាទំនាក់ការធ្វើទីផ្សារដោយការមានទំនាក់ទំនងពីព្រោះឧទាហរណ៍យើងមានផលិតផលមួយយើងដាក់តាំងលក់បើសិនជាយើងអត់ដែលបានបង្ហាញទៅគេផងយើងអត់ធ្លាប់ប្រើខ្លួនឯងផងតើយើងនឹងដឹងពីគុណភាពពីប្រសិទ្ធភាពផលិតផលហ្នឹងយ៉ាងម៉េចទៅហើយយើងនឹងអាចនិយាយប្រាប់គេពីផលិតផលយើងមិនទៅគេនឹងទិញយើងតាមវិធីណាគឺនៅតែតាំងតែលើទូហ្នឹងឯងអញ្ចឹងវិធីសាស្ត្រសម័យនេះគឺគេលក់តាមរយៈអនឡាញដែលការព្យាយាមប្រើខ្លួនឯងហើយគេដឹងថាវាល្អហើយគឺគេព្យាយាមផុសនៅក្នុង Facebook ឬក៏ social media បន្ទាប់មកអ្វីដែលសំខាន់ជាងគឺនឹងទៅទៀតនោះគឺការបង្ហាញប្រាប់ពីមាត់មួយតទៅមាត់មួយតទៅមាត់មួយនេះហើយគឺជាប្រសិទ្ធភាពនៃការលក់របស់យើងពីព្រោះយើងបានធ្លាប់ប្រើហើយយើងដឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងស្រួលណែនាំនិងប្រាប់ទៅមិត្តភ័ក្តិឬក៏មិត្តសម្លាញ់យើងដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់មានឱកាសប្រើផលិតផលល្អដូចជាយើងដែរអរគុណ Thank you
Okay, I hope that we answer the question. Of course, we used to say that Network marketing on particularly new skin business. We don't need to have time. We don't need to have money, but of course, we need to put a lot of effort because this is the big business, right? We have to put a lot of effort and we have to do a certain thing. I don't believe in the concept that there's a business that you come in and then you don't have to do anything, but you can get the money. No, there's no such thing called free lunch. And then we have to
ចា
put the effort.
ដូចជាការណែនាំរបស់លោកឌៀនគាត់បានមានប្រសាសន៍អញ្ចឹងថាការយើងអឺការដែលយើងចង់រកស៊ីអីមួយយើងចង់មានចំណូលជាប្រាក់កាសឬក៏ជាពិសេសគឺលុយតែម្ដងនិយាយចំទៅណាបើសិនជាយើងអត់ប្រើប្រាស់ខ្លួនឯងដាក់ទៅក្នុងនឹងផងតែយើងធ្វើមិនដើម្បីបានលុយគ្មានអីដែលបានមកដោយតទេទេគឺត្រូវតែមានការលះបង់មានការបដិញ្ញាចិត្តមានការសម្រេចចិត្តនិងសកម្មភាពធ្វើទៅបានផលមកយើងមិនអាចចូលទៅញ៉ាំអីគេដោយអត់គិតលុយបានទេយើងត្រូវតែមានអីមួយទៅដោះដូរវិញហើយដូចសិនជាយើងអត់មានលុយទៅដោះដូរគឺយើងត្រូវយកខ្លួនយើងទៅដោះដូរ
So if somebody say that there's a business that you don't have to do anything but you earn a lot of money, you should run away from it.
ចាពិតប្រកបខ្លាំងបើសិនជាមិត្តភក្តិបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាបានឮសូរថាអ្នកទៅចូលរួមរកស៊ីជាមួយអ្នកណាម្នាក់ឲ្យដែលមិនចេញដើមទុនទាំងអស់សោះហើយមិនមានការលះបង់ដើម្បីរៀនសូត្រធ្វើជាមួយគេទេហើយបានលុយតទេរត់ចេញឲ្យឆ្ងាយទៅគឺអត់ទេបោកប្រាស់ហើយ
ក្រុមហ៊ុនផ្សេងគេចំណាយរាប់ម៉ឺនរាប់ពាន់ទៅជួលតារា model យកមកផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មប៉ុន្តែក្រុមហ៊ុនយើងគឺអត់ទៅជួលតារា model ទៅជួលតារា model មកផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មទេគេយកអាលុយហ្នឹងយកមកឲ្យបងប្អូនវិញអញ្ចឹងគឺជារឿងមួយដែល smart ដែលឆ្លាតបំផុតអរគុណដល់លោកឌិន ហើយខ្ញុំសូមនិយាយភាសាខ្មែរទៅឲ្យអ្នកគ្រូជួយបកប្រែប្រហែលឆ្នាំកន្លងផុតទៅដែលគាត់ជោគជ័យនៅទីនេះចង់ដឹងថាពីការចាប់ផ្ដើមរបស់គាត់រហូតមកដល់ថ្ងៃនេះហើយចាប់ផ្ដើមពីការជោគជ័យរបស់គាត់តើគាត់ប្រើរយៈពេលប្រហែលខែប្រហែលឆ្នាំទើបគាត់បានមានបេះដូងមួយដែលគាត់ឈរដោយខ្យល់អីបក់គាត់មិនបានហើយគាត់ពំនាំខ្យល់រសាត់ទៅដល់គ្រប់ប្រទេសរហូតមកដល់ខ្ញុំនេះនៅស្រុកខ្មែរទៀតចា៎សូមអរគុណច្រើនសូម
Mr. Din, Bong Maria, she had a question for you. How long have you been working for No Skin, and any experience that you faced with the storm during you working do business with No Skin, and before you can split it out and be success like today?
Okay, I joined New Skin in January of 2009, which is about 13 years ago. And it took me 10 months to become Blue Diamond, which is the top position, about 10 months. And I really get to the point that I feel the freedom after 3 years. After, let's say, about 4 years. After 4 years, then I can taste the freedom. Freedom to me means, because I had the business in Vietnam, I don't have to go to Vietnam in the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021, because of the pandemic. I stay in the US, but Vietnam is still growing. Once in a while, I go to Europe, but Europe's still growing. So that's it for me, is the freedom, because when you build the business to the certain point, then the business growing with or without you. And with this business, of course, I have, if I can share you the experience, I can share you a whole week, not in just the few minutes, right? But the best part of our business is we have the system behind it. With they say that the system will run the business. You run the system. Just like Maria, if you know that in Cambodia, we have McDonald's, right? And you know that McDonald's, it costs you a couple $1 million, US dollar. But McDonald's run by old people in the morning and the young kid, even high school kids in the afternoon. How can the young people, let's say 14 or 15 years old, they can run the McDonald's? Because the McDonald's, they have a system, very easy to run. So same thing with this business. We have the system, we have the support from the training, and of course everything is in place. You don't have to worry that you have to go back and forth, US, Cambodia, you have to go different countries. No, you don't have to, because we already have the system in place, and that's the best part of it.
Yeah. Good, thank you for sharing ហ្នឹងហើយលោកដិនគាត់មានប្រសាសន៍ថាគាត់បានចាប់ផ្ដើមនៅខែ1ឆ្នាំ2009ជាមួយ No Skin ហើយរហូតដល់បច្ចុប្បន្ននេះគាត់បានរយៈពេល13ឆ្នាំហើយចាហើយបន្ទាប់មកគាត់បានព្យាយាមជាមួយនឹងការរៀនសូត្រនិងការអនុវត្តជាមួយនឹងការព្យាយាមប្រឹងប្រែងលក់ហ្នឹងឬក៏អនុវត្តខ្លួនឯងដដែលហ្នឹងគឺរយៈពេល10ខែបានគាត់បានតំណែងជា Diamond Blue មានន័យថាជាត្បូងពេជ្រពណ៌ខៀវចាគាត់មានតំណែងឡើងតំណែងបន្ទាប់ពី10ខែក្រោយហើយបន្ទាប់ពីនឹងដែរគឺគាត់4ឆ្នាំក្រោយបន្ទាប់ពីគាត់ធ្វើការរកស៊ីជាមួយ No Skin គាត់មាន freedom life មានន័យថាគាត់មានគេហៅ financial freedom មានន័យថាលុយកាក់ដែលមានលុយចូលទោះបីគាត់មិនធ្វើការអីក៏ដោយហើយនេះគឺជាគេហៅប្រសិទ្ធភាពនៃការដែលគាត់បានវិនិយោគជាមួយ No Skin ដែលគាត់បានលទ្ធផលមកវិញគឺគាត់រយៈពេល4ឆ្នាំក្រោយមកគឺគាត់មានលុយហូរចូលដោយប្រចាំមិនចាំបាច់គាត់ទៅធ្វើការក៏មានលុយដែរដូចទីហោនៅវៀតណាមឆ្នាំ2020ឆ្នាំ2021គឺគាត់អត់បានទៅវៀតណាមសោះប៉ុន្តែលុយនៅក្រុមហ៊ុននៅវៀតណាមនៅតែដំណើរការល្អលុយនៅតែដំណើរការល្អហើយការងាររកស៊ីគាត់នៅផ្នែកអឺរ៉ុបក៏ដូចគ្នាដែរគឺគាត់ទោះបីគាត់មិនទៅមើលផ្ទាល់ប៉ុន្តែការងារនៅតែរត់ដោយល្អស្រួលហើយម្យ៉ាងទៀតដោយសារអីគឺដោយសារមាន system ដោយសារមានប្រព័ន្ធការងារល្អគាត់ឧទាហរណ៍ថានៅ McDonald ក្រុមហ៊ុន McDonald ជាធម្មតាគឺនៅអាមេរិកល្បីខ្លាំងមែនទែនរាប់រកលុយបានរាប់លានដុល្លារក្នុងមួយថ្ងៃប៉ុន្តែជាធម្មតានៅស្រុកអាមេរិកឬក៏នៅអឺរ៉ុប McDonald គឺមានមេជាអ្នកគ្រប់គ្រងដែលជាបុគ្គលិកហ្នឹងគឺជាមនុស្សចាស់ប៉ុន្តែថ្ងៃត្រង់ឡើងដល់ល្ងាចគឺក្មេងៗសិស្សសាលាគេមកចិត្តគ្រប់គ្រងចាត់ចែងរកស៊ីធ្វើការតែម្ដងប៉ុន្តែសួរថាក្មេងៗហ្នឹងហេតុអីបានជាមកធ្វើបានទេសិស្សសាលាសោះហេតុអីបានគ្រប់គ្រងហាងបានដោយសារតែហាងគេមាន system គេមានប្រព័ន្ធការងាររកស៊ីដែលមិនចាំបាច់តកែមកធ្វើទេគឺមានតែបុគ្គលិកខាងក្រោមគេធ្វើអាចទៅបានហើយ No Skin Global នេះគឺយើងមាន system ដូចគ្នាគឺយើងមិនចាំបាច់ទៅធ្វើខ្លួនឯងផ្ទាល់ទេយើងមានអ្នកនៅខាងក្រោមជួយធ្វើដំណើរការឲ្យយើងហើយចំណែកនៃការចំណេញគឺយើងចែកគ្នាទៅតាមគ្រប់គ្នានឹងឯងចា Thank you Mr. Dean she had some more question about more concerned about how in 10 months you become a blue diamond the first question and another question is you build your own company in Vietnam or any in Europe or how you sell your product by how the product in the company and you are
very
the dealer
like, the tool that we have used now. You know what? I know some people in Vietnam become blue diamond in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Only in 2 weeks. They make $1 million in less than a year. It took me 4 years. One person in Vietnam, and he is about 20 years old.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow, it's awesome.
Awesome.
So it's not hard. I mean, if you put a lot of effort, then you can make it.
ចាដូចគាត់ណែនាំអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាយើង
real hard, right?
ដាក់ចិត្តកាយគំនិតនឹងការធ្វើវាគឺយើងអាចធ្វើវាបានដោយជោគជ័យលឿនគាត់ប្រើរយៈពេល10ខែបាន Blue Diamond ប៉ុន្តែក៏សុំឲ្យរយៈពេល4ឆ្នាំបានគាត់មានចំណូលជាថេជាប្រចាំប៉ុន្តែមិត្តភ័ក្តិរបស់គាត់នៅវៀតណាមគេក្មេងទេតែអាយុគេដាក់តែ2សប្តាហ៍គឺគេបាន Blue Diamond តែម្ដងហើយរយៈពេល1ឆ្នាំគឺគេជោគជ័យខ្លាំងមែនតើមិនមែនដូចគាត់ដាក់4ឆ្នាំទេ
I mean, if you can view order from other country or other city in Cambodia, I mean through the Zoom and through the phone or from the internet that we have right here. The point is, if you find the right person, he or she will be very independent, and you don't have to fly back and forth and do a lot of things. Find the right person.
So in Vietnam, you open your own network?
No. I just go there to visit my friend and have fun, eat a lot of good food.
I see. Mhm.
and then travel around the country, and at the same time we do the
Okay.
business.
See? Oh wow, it's awesome. បង Maria ដូចបានគាត់ណែនាំអញ្ចឹងគឺគាត់មិនចាំបាច់ទិញផលិតផលយកមកស្តុកនៅក្នុងដៃទេដោយសារផលិតផលគឺមាននៅក្នុងក្រុមហ៊ុនធំរួចជាស្រេចទៅហើយហើយអ្វីដែលគាត់ធ្វើគឺខ្លួនឯងគឺគាត់បានជួបជាមួយនឹងអ្នកណាដែលជាអ្នកដែលយើងជួបហើយអ្នកនឹងហើយគឺជាឧទាហរណ៍ថាបើសិនជាយើងរកមនុស្សត្រូវម្នាក់ល្អហើយគាត់មានការប្រាជ្ញាចិត្តដូចយើងដែរមានទស្សនៈវិស័យគោលបំណងដូចយើងដែរគឺឆាប់សហការគ្នាត្រូវគឺយើងទៅអង្គុយចុះបញ្យល់ក៏ឧទាហរណ៍ថាបងម៉ារីយ៉ាដោយបងអ្នកគ្រូកំយ៉ានគាត់បានជួបជាមួយស្រីសអញ្ចឹងគាត់រកដៃគូត្រូវហើយដូច្នេះហើយនេះគឺជាឱកាសសម្រាប់ស្រីសនៅពេលដែលស្រីសមាន commitment នឹងការប្រាជ្ញាចិត្តធ្វើជាមួយគ្នាមាន desire ហើយគឺចាប់ផ្ដើមទៅដោយរលូនអញ្ចឹង product នៅ Cambodia ថ្ងៃក្រោយគឺលក់តាមរយៈស្រីសឬបងគឹមយ៉ានឬក៏បងម៉ារីយ៉ាអញ្ចឹងណាបានស្រួលបំផុតហើយនេះហើយគឺជាដៃគូដែលយើងត្រូវស្វែងរកនឹងឯង
Do you know anybody like Kim Yang around the world? I know there's a lot of Cambodian everywhere. We work real hard. They are real good. I mean, they want to change their life, and I think there's a lot of Cambodian around the world.
ចាខ្ញុំជឿថាមានស្ត្រីជាច្រើនដែលមានចិត្តបេះដូងនឹងដោយបងគឹមយ៉ានអញ្ចឹងក្នុងការចង់ជោគជ័យនិងការចង់រកស៊ីបានល្អមកដូចមកជំនួញប៉ុន្តែអ្នកខ្លះនៅផ្ទះអត់ទាន់ហ៊ាននៅឡើយដោយសារអត់ទាន់ស្គាល់ពី network marketing ហ្នឹងឯងចា He would like to say thank you so much for sharing and she's so proud of you because you are one of the men that she know that you learn you and you practice already how to do with network marketing and like with no skin because not many men can do that but you the best. Thank you.
Well, we have a lot of people doing this real well. I know that you will do real good at this business. Okay.
Thank
okay,
you.
Maria.
I want to know about MLM.
Oh, the MLM.
Yes.
Okay. MLM is stand for multi-level marketing. Okay. For instance, you know that the bottle of Coca-Cola. You live in the U.S., right?
Yes.
The bottle of Coca-Cola is only 5 cents. If you buy it from the manufacturer in Atlanta, Georgia, 5 cents. But how in the world that you can buy? You pay $1.50 in the vending machine or from the supermarket or the restaurant. I pay $2 in Vietnam.
Okay.
In the bar, very nice bar in Ho Chi Minh City. I pay for $2, and I know that the bottle is only 5 cents. The reason is they have to pay a lot of things. They have to pay for advertising, of course, 40%. They pay a lot of things, so that's why. Okay, imagine this, Chanley. Are you owning any business before? Do you own any business before?
I used to have like small shop like selling food.
Selling food? Okay. How about this? You instead of you advertising, you save that money. Usually, in the business world, they pay about 40% normally. Of course, not everybody pay in the advertising. I don't know whether you pay advertising when you own the grocery store or whatever. But usually we pay about 40%. Now you save that, and you tell your friend, whoever, for instance, you own the restaurant. For this is for the sake of make it easy for the example. When the customer who eat the food and come to your registration desk and pay before they leave, right? When they pay you, you give him or her the stack of business card, your business card, and you, on the other side of the business card, you put down the number, the code number. For instance, CT stand for Chan Lipton, right? CT0001. You give them 5 cards like that with 5 number with your signature, and you tell them that if you give this to your friend, and when your friend come here and eat at my restaurant, I know that I recognize that this is from you, your reference. and I will pay you 40%. Do you think that they will be happy in doing it? Of course, right?
Yeah.
If pay for 40%, why not? But instead of pay them 40%, don't pay them 40% upfront. Pay them, let's say, 5%. You break 40% into 6 level,
Mm-hmm.
6 level, or maybe 5%, 5, 60, 30. 5 times 6 is 30. If 40, maybe you pay 5%, but let's say 5, 6, 7 is 35, or 8 level. For instance, when Kim Yang come to your restaurant and refer, let's see, Christine, you don't pay Kim Yang 40%, you pay about 7%. And then Christine will tell Sri Sor come to your, then you pay Christine another 7% plus Kim Yang 7%. Of course, everybody happy, right? Everybody happy. And you have customer, you happy too. And then Sri Sor will introduce Maria come to your restaurant if Maria live in the US. Then Maria introduce somebody, you pay 7%, 7%. You add them up, it's still less than 40%. But guess what? You will have thousands of customers come to your restaurant. The question is how you can handle thousands of customers come to your restaurant a day. So you see, by doing that, we call multi-level, because it's not one level, but it's one or maybe 6 or 7 or 8 levels. And that is the definition. I think that formula started in 1956. Guess what? It's about 66 years already, because I was born in 1957. 1956, they started this model. Somebody thought about, man, I think that he's a genius. He's very smart. If you own the nail salon, imagine that Christine own the nail salon. If Christine doing it right now, oh man, you are you had thousands of American ladies get in line because they all get by. Because you know what, I did it with my own restaurant when I graduated from school, and in the US I have the tax preparation. Chalip, you know the tax preparation, right? Because every year before the April 15, we do the tax preparation.
Yes.
And I charge people, let's say $300. But I say, hey, if you introduce me some of the next customer, they come to my tax center and do the tax preparation, I pay you 5%, 6 level down. If you doing that, hey, a lot of people make a lot of money. And I opened the home delivery food back in San Jose, California, back in 1983. For instance, I deliver to your home the boxes with the meal for husband and wife for 2 person. But if you introduce some people, I will pay you 5%, 6 level. I pay total about 30%. I did not pay 40%. I paid 30%. And then if you're doing that, then you have a chance to make about $10,000 a month. You just introduce somebody, and then somebody introduce somebody you don't even know. But I pay out a lot of money. And guess what? A lot of people love that concept. And of course, we make money. Customer make money. But you know who hate this model? Newspaper and television. So that's why newspaper and television, they talk really bad about network marketing, because they lose. They cannot make money because we try to bypass them. So that's why they talk really bad about network marketing. That's the whole story behind it.
Okay.
I mean,
So I would like to know, so no skin have a MLM too or no? It's
yeah,
kind
no
of
skin is using that formula. I mean, with a better way, because their compensation is very smart. They pay daily, they pay weekly, and they pay monthly. They pay all the way to the back. Means that if you stay long with the new skin, you make good money, and that you can transfer to your kid, transfer to your grandchildren, and of course they have the good product, so they have money to hire a lot of good scientists to create a lot of good products. And of course, new skin is in the network marketing. They are not the biggest one though. The biggest one is still Amway. The second biggest is Herbalife, and everybody knows that. Right? They left a long time ago. They're the big company. Of course, New Skin is big. New Skin is number 5 in terms of the revenue. New Skin now is about 3.4 billion with a B, billion US dollars. They are heading to 10 billions. Hopefully, by the end of 2022, because this year alone we will have a lot of good products. In the US, we have collagen. Here's the number that you need to remember, especially Christine. Let's see, 2020, the revenue of the US market is 140 million. But with the collagen in 2021, they make 400 million. So from 100 something, they jump into 400 in 1 year. So what happened in 2022? This will be the big one because we have a lot of good products. I just came back from Provo last month, and of course, I cannot tell you because the company want to keep it secret. But you will be amazed with the product that help people to lose weight, to feel better, look better, of course, right? Look younger and be healthier. And of course, they will open more, and hopefully, hey, we pray for it. Hopefully, they will open market in Cambodia soon.
Yes.
But you don't have to wait until now. You can start from the U.S. So, what state are you in, Chalip?
I live in Virginia.
In Virginia, okay. Try to find some people in Long Beach, California. I know that Long Beach, California is the capital of Cambodian.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I know friends in Paris. I heard that there's a lot of people in Paris, in France, in Europe too, right? Cambodian is everywhere. Find some people, invite them to the call like this. And if whatever I can help, just let me know.
Thank you so
I
much.
think that you start from that.
Yes.
You can find some strong people in Cambodia, of course. I mean, Cambodian is just like Vietnamese, is everywhere now, right? Everywhere, every country. Okay, the message is you have to have a big dream. I think the dream is free, right? You don't have to pay anything to dream. You have the big dream that
Yes.
you had a better life, and of course you don't have to pay tax on your dream. Nobody,
Yes.
IRS will not chasing you and charge you
Yeah.
for this. Have the big dream, because I think that they said that some people they die at 20 something, but they bury them until they're 70 or 80. Because can you imagine that some people who are living now without any dream? It's just like dead people. Only dead people then stop dreaming, right? Before, just like myself, before I dreamed that one day I have a chance to travel around the world, do a lot of good things to help people. So one day that you can bring the vitamin to Cambodia, just like I work so hard with my upline, who is Alan Nagao, to bring the vitamin to Vietnam, and it will happen in April. Hopefully that we will build the manufacturer to help the kids in Cambodia. I know that a lot of kids in Cambodia, they need to have the good food with nutrition. You know, you have the dream that one day you can stop the world hunger, especially in Cambodia and Southeast Asia. In Cambodia, in Laos, in Vietnam, you have the dream because the dream will burn, just like a fire, to keep you move forward. Of course, you will have challenges. Of course, you will see difficulties, but you have something that will keep you moving forward. The bottom line is new skin is just the vehicle. New skin is just the vehicle. The most important thing is what do you do with that? It depends on your dream. So, what's your dream, Chanlip, in your life? You want to do in your life?
My dream is the same like you. I like traveling.
Okay.
I want to get retired in 50 years old.
No, 50,
And I want to have
50
money
is
freedom.
too much. No.
No, because now I'm 42.
Oh, 42.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see
So
about you can retire before 50.
yes, my goal is 50, but I can do it ahead, right?
Okay.
And I like the traveling. I like to have the people in around the world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
you
want
can do
to.
that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and thank you so much for sharing today. សារចុងក្រោយដែលគាត់ចង់ចែករំលែកគឺឲ្យយើងមានសុបិនធំចាការដែលមានសុបិនធំសម្រាប់ជីវិតគឺមិនអស់លុយទេគឺអត់គិតលុយគិតពន្ធគិតអីទេណាគឺអត់គឺ free តែម្ដងចាគ្រាន់តែមានសុបិនថាខ្លួនឯងនឹងចង់បានអ្វីនឹងចង់ប្រាថ្នាអ្វីនឹងចង់ខ្លាយទៅជាអ្វីនៅថ្ងៃក្រោយពីព្រោះមនុស្សយើងបើសិនជាយើងរស់នៅអាយុ20ឆ្នាំឬក៏អាយុ70ឆ្នាំក៏ដោយយើងអត់មានសុបិនអត់មានបំណងប្រាថ្នាអត់មានគោលដៅជីវិតទេយើងរស់នៅដូចស្លាប់អញ្ចឹងជីវិតយើងអត់ដឹងថាគោលដៅជីវិតរបស់យើងនឹងទៅជាអ្វីនឹងខ្លាយទៅជាអីនឹងខ្លាយទៅជាយ៉ាងម៉េចយើងដកដង្ហើមចោលទៅបីអត់គិតលុយក៏ដោយប៉ុន្តែគឺអត់ន័យជីវិតអត់ន័យតែម្ដងចាអញ្ចឹងមនុស្សយើងមានជីវិតលើផែនដីហើយយើងត្រូវមានបេសកកម្មសម្រាប់ជីវិតរបស់យើងបន្តទៀតដើម្បីសម្រេចទៅលើសុបិនដែលយើងចង់ខ្លាយទៅជាអ្នកណាចាចិនលៀបចង់ចូលនិវត្តន៍ឆាប់អត់ដល់អាយុចាស់ទេហើយចិនលៀបចង់មានលុយដែលហូរចូលអត់ចេះចាយអត់ចេះអស់ណាហើយមានលុយច្រើនដើម្បីចែករំលែកដល់មនុស្សរួមលោកទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយនឹងដល់មនុស្សទាំងគូផែនដីអរគុណ
Not far from Virginia. So you tell Christine that Christine can bring you to our home. Okay?
Yes, sure.
So, all right. So we will cook for you.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so
See you
much.
next month. All right.
ជម្រាបលាអរគុណច្រើនអរគុណ